You wanted an industry update? Well, here you go. So first we'll talk about a couple of companies that went under, and then we'll finish off this video with the Q3 results of both PACCAR and Volvo. So stay with me. Starting off with bankruptcy number 1, we got Merx Global Inc. 246 drivers. So an Illinois carrier lays off most of its company drivers. An Illinois trucking company recently notified most of its company drivers that it could no longer support part of its fleet operation and terminate their positions due to current market conditions. So these layoffs happened suddenly, with drivers being called to the company's yard and given termination letters. A small group of drivers in regional positions in Illinois and Indiana were spared, so they did keep some of the drivers. The company plans to sell off their older trucks and trailers without replacing them. Drivers had previously faced pay cuts with a promise of restoration that never occurred. Owner-operators working with Merx were not affected. So I guess they're trying to get rid of the company drivers with the company assets. A source said that Merx Global, which hauls general freight and hazardous material, kept on about 20 company drivers. So the majority of the drivers were laid off. One former company driver who hauled hazmat tankers from Merx Global said most of the Merx company's drivers were being terminated when she pulled into the company's yard. All right, up next we got Sunset Logistics and its entities. 5 entities, I believe. So a Texas trucking company which hauled sand, gravel, and cement alongside with its affiliate companies have shuttered operations and recently filed for bankruptcy liquidation. Irving, Texas-based Sunset Logistics Inc. and its 5 Irving-based affiliate companies, Sunset Express Inc., Mobile Fleet Marketing Inc., whatever, all these companies, I'm not going to name them, they all filed for Chapter 7 on October 3rd in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court of Northern District of Texas. In the bankruptcy petition, Sunset Logistics and its affiliate companies claimed that they were unable to continue without debt relief. In July, Porter Capital filed its first amended complaint against the seller companies and individuals listed below. I did expect a lot more bankruptcies to happen in October and November because September was brutal for everybody out there. What I do want to point out is when looking at the quarterly results of bigger companies. So first, Old Dominion, Q3 performance. Let's have a look at this, okay? Revenue, total revenue of $1.38 billion, a decrease compared to previous period for their top line, which is their gross sales. Transforce International less than truckload operating income fell from $125.6 million and it went to $96 million. Okay, that's how big of a drop they had in the less than truckload operating income. Truckload operating income was up 44% to $72.2 million, but that number includes the impact of Desic acquisitions, which means you cannot take that number into account. So that's Transforce International. It gave you 2 companies, both decreased in gross sales. Now we're gonna get into the truck manufacturing companies, okay? So we got Volvo, and Volvo's Q3 results, they are down 28.5%. That is huge, okay? So if you look at Q3 and you compare it to the last year Q3, they're down 28.5%. And PACCAR also, Q3 results, down 20.9%, okay? These are big numbers. So when you're asking me, Ronen, how's the market doing? The market is horrible. Is it a good time to get into our industry? Well, only you can decide. I think that we're probably at the bottom, and at some point or another, it's going to start moving up. Hopefully, I'm gonna have some good news to report, okay? I do feel like the elections in the US are going to make a big impact on our industry. I just can't wait until mid-November until this whole thing settles down. Let me know what you guys are seeing out there in the market. I'm Ronen, and I'll catch you in my next video.